Good morning. Although it is technically night in-game here. Let's have a little fun going for a brief tour of the Dream Angel world. Wrong button. As you can see, there's stuff that's under construction, of course, because there's really nothing here. Got a nice obsidian grid that's helping me lay out the city. But if we fly a little further on, you can see where things have been built, have been put into place, and where things are in progress. You can also see there's some pretty big stuff here. If this were to be a world download, and that's not saying it will be, that's saying if, it would definitely need a bigger, strong device to run it. Because there's a lot here, a lot going on, and oops, a lot to be loaded in game here. So let's take a look at our pretty little park here. Maybe the fish will cooperate. Okay, maybe not. But as you can see, there's a nice little viewing window in the middle of this bridge, in the middle of this park. It's a pretty little park. Yeah, the fish are not being cooperative today. That's okay. As you can see, the water goes under the bridge, and it looks really nice. There's definitely a lot going on here. There's a building that that shows up in the comic books. Not everything in this world is actually in the stories, but the city itself definitely is. The idea of this is that it represents the city that's in the stories. Some of the things in the stories are going to be in this world, but not everything. Important landmarks like the mall, definitely. It's got a pretty little skylight. We can peek down inside and see just how pretty this mall is. It's 3 stories tall and has automatic doors, oddly enough. Let's see if we can fly by Aurora's house. If I can find it again. Oh, one thing of note, again, if this was to be a world download, you would be spawning in, let's see, I think this is the house. Nope, that's the wrong house. Okay. The house where you would be set to spawn in, or by crashing into the road here, would be right over here. Now the theory was, and I'm not sure this is going to happen, this may or may not happen, I don't know yet, but you would spawn in right here, and you would see these signs, free to explore, but you'll need what's in here, it's dangerous out there, and you're given food, armor, and a sword. Now, keeping in mind that yes, Minecraft has a lot of dangerous mobs and things, that's a tree, but if you look, this city is very well lit. You're not going to get anything particularly dangerous around here. Whoops, there's Aurora's house. Other than maybe an Enderman. There's Akasha. Akasha Nightwind just happens to live in the tree right outside Aurora's house for easy message delivery. Let's take a look inside. Welcome to the house of the Aram family. Pretty little fireplace, fish tank with some axolotl, kitchen that needs decorating, dining room that needs decorating. The house needs decorating. So we're not going to take a tour just yet. But you can see there's a lot in this. We'll stop there today. Okay, it's recording. Good morning! Well, at least it is morning in the game this time. Now, let's do a little building in-game here. I've got some terraforming to do, and yeah, there's a lot of work to be done in this world, obviously. But I'm still a novice in terraforming, I admit that. And there's a lot of work to do. Because, well, what I use generally is amulets to copy-paste in some of the terrain that I use, just to make it faster, because otherwise this will probably take many, many years to build. And I do emphasize years. So let's just see if I can't make this square terrain, look a little better than it is currently. And we can build on this after it's been a little bit better. It's made a little better looking. Now, in the comments, if you have tips or ideas, I'm open to them, but I may or may not use them. I'm just going to put that out there right now. This is a specialized world based on the comic books, so I've already got a vision in my head for it, but I'm open to ideas too. It's just going to be my choice whether I use them or not. And I know about YouTubers like Grian and Scar. I watch plenty of Hermitcraft, so recommending them to me is old news. Don't worry. There's a lot of good YouTubers out there with plenty of tips and tricks and ideas, and yes, I do watch those videos. Which is how I've been able to make some of the better stuff in this world. Here, let me give you a little pro tour. I mean, I've seen people build things like a zoo in hardcore. Now, this isn't hardcore, this is creative. But I built my own zoo, and I thought it turned out pretty nice. There's still a couple odd mysteries to solve, but I thought things turned out pretty nice. Unfortunately, my dolphins don't seem to like this, haven't seemed to behave themselves. They don't like this tank. I don't know why, I haven't figured it out yet, but I built a very pretty aquarium in here. But the dolphins always die when I spawn them in. I don't know why. There are lots of fish in here. Yeah, I don't know. But where are my frogs? Oops. They seem to have disappeared, and I don't see how they did that. Oh, those are the tadpoles. What are they doing in there? There's my frog. The turtles have all decided to get up on the sand. Okay. Yeah, weird creatures. The creatures are weird sometimes. I guess the mushrooms died. I take it back. There's a couple. Go figure. I recently built that. That was when I'm still testing recording at the same time here. But yeah, I've been watching a lot of YouTubers. Oops, crashing into things. Yeah, see, I use Amulet to copy things in. I forget exactly who it was, but credit to the guy who did this place. This is a very beautiful parking garage, and I need to light it up. Yeah, this is a multi-level parking garage. It looks really nice, too. The mall, actually, I designed myself. And I need to finish the sidewalk over here. Uh, yeah, this is all me. I designed this myself. Though I did have to look up how to build automatic doors. But, yeah. These shops... Okay. The shops need some attention, but that's decorating. Where did I put the stairs up? Oh, they're there. Anyway, some stuff I've done myself, some stuff I've watched videos for. Admittedly, the mall here, I'm quite proud of. I mean, this floor, this floor alone took a long time to build. And I can't say I'm not, I'm well, I will say I'm very happy with this. But obviously, I need to put in the road. So there's work to be done here. Yeah, this road's work in progress. I'm quite happy with my street light look. Again, YouTube tutorials on how to build roads and sidewalks for ideas and decoration here. And the sidewalk here is actually an old design for me. It's been around a good while. I haven't changed it that much. The little corner thing there is semi-recent, but the plants and the street light, I like these street lights. The only problem they had was not enough light put down to the road because they're so high up. So I improvised that. Yes. Little secrets here. I put carpet on top of glowstone in the middle of the road. And it doesn't look too bad. It's barely even noticeable unless you look for it. But I've gone planting trees and flowers and stuff. It's a very pretty little neighborhood. I should go back in and change some of these house colors because pink, blue, pink, blue. Well, sounds like Sleeping Beauty to me. So yeah, I've got work to do in this world. I need to plant some trees around here. There's actually still some grasses and stuff from the initial world creation. Initially, when it was created, this whole area had nothing but this grid without the glowstone. And there were grasses and flowers scattered about in here, so there's grasses and flowers scattered about, and the rest of in the create and the builds and stuff. But, yeah. I'm actually pretty happy with this parking lot, even. Oh, here we go. It's getting into night, so you can kind of see what's going on here. You can see, yeah, there's a lot of lights here. And their secret is these daylight sensors that turn these on automatically at night. Good morning. Pardon me. Good morning, although it's night again in the game. Let's do some terraforming. Admittedly, this is rather tedious, but has to be done, right? So we'll just get it done. And to be fair, once this is done, or at least looks reasonable, it'll give room for a lot of nice builds. Because there's a lot of space, as demonstrated by the grid that goes off in the distance there, for a lot of very lovely builds. But as I look around here, I'm seeing that the coastline here is starting to taper that way. Now, we'll get there when we get there, but there is something special that is that way. Again, avid readers of the series will possibly understand what I mean. Although, in the books, I don't really share what direction is what is exactly that way. We'll just say it's something very, very special that I worked really hard on. And yes, I'm excited to share it when we get over that direction. So it's something to look forward. Pardon me. Something to look forward to. Darn it. Meantime, let's get some of this terraforming out of the way. Make some lovely little hills and things. Lovely hills and valleys. Pretty landscape. As unfortunately a lot of the city wound up very flat. But that's okay. There are flat cities out there. Or at least ones with very shallow hills, we'll say. Little knolls and things. Not much change in elevation. Okay, we'll go with that. Yeah, so I know terraforming can be boring and all that. And yeah, usually YouTubers will like time lapse this, but at the same time, you can't learn much from a time lapse. True? Because everything goes so fast in a time lapse, it's hard to learn anything from it. So, this is my thought process on terraforming. I'm just making some pretty curves, tweaking to make it look nice. At least what I think looks nice. Now, there may be other ways of doing this. I just make this kind of wavy pattern. But again, you can't learn much from a time lapse because it goes so fast. Well, okay, not everybody can learn much from a time lapse. I guess I'm one of them that has trouble seeing what's going on when they do that. And for my part, I probably won't do any time lapses. Yeah, that probably means a lot of boring things like this, but you never know. Somebody might learn something from this, so it's worth it. And as time goes on and I start building things on this little hill, I may adjust the terrain to suit the build. This is just the basic terrain, as far as I'm concerned. This gives me a base of something to work with and lets me build something that looks nice. And it just offers me a nice, easy-going, lazy, curved area to work with. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. This may eventually even meet up. Oh wait, Phantom. uh, I mean, okay, obviously it's morning. I just go for a little ways and go back and forth a little bit to see how far, what kind of curves I get. And it kind of makes pretty terrain. I'm no pro. I'm admitting it. I don't care. At the same time, you have to remember, pros weren't always pros. They had to learn and discover things for themselves too. So, I'm proud to be a novice and learn. Good morning. And it's morning in the game too. Let's continue our terraforming. You can see, okay, it's just a flat hill basically. It's not that fancy. Whoops. Downside of having a moonlight on when doing stuff. You can see I'm just making a pretty little wavy hillside. It's not super fancy yet. It may get fancier, I don't know. But for now, it's just simple. And yeah, it's easy enough to do this kind of thing. Just a little bit of back and forth. I find it kind of soothing sometimes. And I don't even have to bring it to a point like I've done in other spots, like over there. I just let it be sometimes. We're just terraforming away, making a nice little hill. Now, what I'm going to build here, hmm, considering there's a zoo right there, and we're getting close to that area over there, which, yes, I will be excited to show off when I get in that direction. There's a lot of cool stuff that way. Some of it's out across the water, even. And I may put in apartments or something along here, or maybe I might start some of the, well, not so good shaped buildings, because if you're an avid reader of the series, you know there's a ruined district near, well, near what I'll be excited to show off later. And we'll just have our fun terraforming for now and see what we get. Uh, yeah, you can see I'm not doing anything fancy with the terraforming just now, but you can see there's stuff that's gonna happen. And this around here was a good bit of work because I had to build up the road, make it look nice. There's going to be a lot of work along there because the ocean here is not supposed to be quite visible. And as you can see from underneath here, there's going to be some work to do. Matter of fact, let's get started on that. Yeah, a little scattered here, but we'll see if we can't get some nice terraforming going over here now. And we'll see if we can make this area look a little nicer. Because there's going to be a nice hill here. And standing in the middle of it. Whoops. And yeah, there's going to be some nice stuff going on. We just have to build it, that's all. But for time, we'll see what we get, huh? This is going to be nice and pretty, I hope. But yeah, there's... Okay, keep saying but, I know. We'll see what kind of nice things come up, what the muse creates. Because the muse does hit from time to time, and we get some neat builds. And I'll be the first to admit, yeah, this is boring. And again, as I have mentioned, I'm not going to time-lapse this. Somebody might learn something from it, somebody might get an idea from it, and if they're anything like me, they might find it hard to get ideas from a time-lapse. So, I don't time-lapse. Instead, I'm just gonna keep going back and forth and making nice terrain. Now there. That completes that. Let's see if we can do a little terraforming with this. We'll see if we can't make this look really pretty, interesting. Morning, although it's evening in game, let's continue our terraforming, shall we? We started in on this hill here the last time, and we're gonna just keep going. Yes, I'm aware this is boring. As I've said before, I don't want to time-lapse this, in case somebody wants to learn from it. I know I struggle to learn from time-lapses. So let me be the unusual person that doesn't time-lapse something like this. So let's see what kind of pretty terrain we can create just by going simply back and forth gently. Maybe we can make something that looks nice. Or and we'll just keep going, see what we get. Sometimes the terrain can be surprising. Oh, well, there's one of the dangerous mobs I've mentioned in the past. That was a spider. And one of the cool features of this particular world, oh, hello zombie, is that I have started creating custom mobs. Which, if you don't know what a mob is in this game, is, for example, this sheep, or the spider over here, or even that chicken. Those are mobs. Now, my custom mobs are a little unusual and rather different. But that's part of their charm. If you've been keeping up with these videos, you'll know that I showed the Aram house, which is where Dream Angel herself lives, this character. And she has a bird in the tree in the front of the house by the name of Akasha Nightwind. Unfortunately, the current bird in the front of that tree, well, it's just a parrot right now. The custom skin that I created for it didn't load properly. I need to fix that. But he is one of the custom mobs that I've been working on. And yeah, there's a lot going on in this world. At the same time, it's kind of laid back too. Go away, sheep. Hello, creeper. And as you can see, this is just simple terraforming. I'm not doing anything fancy, nothing new, unique, or unusual. I'm sure there's a lot of YouTubers out there that have better advice on terraforming than mine. That's okay. I'm not putting myself down or anything. I'm just stating fact. I'm not a pro. I don't pretend to be. But they do say in teaching you will learn. So, I'm offering what experience. Go away, zombie. I'm getting just by doing. Morning. It's evening in game, obviously, by the zombies behind me, but let's keep going with our terraforming, shall we? Now, this is actually coming along really nicely. Just don't need a lot of work because this is a big area. I made a nice high hill here. There's a lot going on. There's going to be a lot of road work going on here. Yeah, I'm going to have to do some tweaking of the road. But I like how it turned out, regardless. And, okay, when I need to go that way with the road, I'm going to have to adjust this sidewalk. That's not bad. And you can see, I've done this simple wave pattern with the terraforming. Not complicated, not difficult to figure out even. And it'll probably get adjusted when I go and start building things, or if I use Amulet to copy things in. So yeah, this is just a simple series on the thought process of building this world. And clearly, there's a perimeter fence going on. So let's just keep going, a little at a time. We'll get to other things soon enough. Simple patience is all it takes to build something that's very nice. And see, the mobs like it. Alright, Flower, you're in the way. Get out of the way, Spider. If anyone is wondering, this is actually Bedrock Edition, not Java. Now, I know there's mods and things that make Java a lot easier to handle, but I started playing on the Switch, and that's Bedrock Edition, mind you. And I kind of got used to it. I only got Java fairly recently, and there were some things about it that just I didn't like. It's personal preference, nothing more. I did give it a fair trial, but I prefer Bedrock. It's actually easier on my computer. I can upload my world to Realms and still work with it even on my Switch. Granted, this world is very large, and 2 gigs is a lot for a Switch to handle. So I can't download it to the Switch itself, because the limit for a Switch is 2 gigs. It would lag something horrendous if I did download it to the Switch. But putting it up on Realms lets me work with it even on the Switch. And I like, again, it's personal preference. Bedrock is just the edition I've gotten used to. I do have have a survival world that I play around in from time to time, and again, Bedrock. So yeah, it's primarily personal preference which version I play in. I'm sure if I gave it more time and fussed some more, I'd get more used to Java, but honestly, I'd rather see the parity issues go away. And yeah, I know, this is a very controversial topic among Minecrafters. This is my thoughts on the matter. Nothing more. You can agree and or disagree, that's fine. Just don't roast me in the comments or anything for it. This is just my opinion. Nothing more. So, yeah, we'll go with that. Good morning. Let's keep going with our terraforming. Yeah, boring, but I think the result is starting to be worth it. Look at, isn't this pretty? Okay, it's just grass, but the result is coming along nicely. And it seems to be a good start. I mean, I think it looks good. We'll start, we're just starting to build a pretty little hill and make it look nice. We'll get there eventually, I think. And then we'll start other projects here. And we just keep going a little at a time. We'll have this nice, gentle hill. Looks really good. See, it's already looking nice. Well, we'll just, like I said, we'll just keep going. And along the way, yeah, there's a lot to, okay, maybe not a lot to talk about here, because I don't want to spoil too much. But the world looks really nice, and I'm hoping that this thought process and how I do things just give somebody some ideas. If it does, yeah, I wouldn't mind hearing about it. Did I inspire you to maybe do something like this for your own stories or something? Uh, I mean, this is really lovely. I'm no expert, but hey, even the experts were beginners at some point. And there's some nice things that that'll be happening soon. I mean, This isn't that hard. This is really nice. It's very relaxing, honestly. Yeah, I can see that the computer's trying to keep up and it's lagging some, but maybe eventually. Okay, there's a nice hill right here, but we should have that meet up. Yep, this is my thought process. Meet this hill. And we'll just keep going along here. Meet up here. We'll go back along this way. It's a pretty world, and I hope to make it more pretty. That's any kind of indication how I'm making this work. I This was custom terrain that I put together in World Editor, or whatever that program was called. I forget now. It's been a long time since I played around in there because I was happy with how this world turned out. And this is really pretty. I admit, yeah. The ocean, well, is the ocean. There's not a lot of terraforming going on down there, but it's also custom terrain too. Let's see how far we can go and how pretty we can make it. This should go fairly quick, actually. Nope, too far. And yeah, we're coming along nicely. Um, alright, we'll go a little further down here. Meet up with that. That is coming along really well, and I'm very happy with how this even looks, because yeah, this was me fooling around with the World Editor program. Back in here with saplings and bone meal and make pretty trees and pretty flowers. Nice thick forested area. And we'll just keep going here. That really looks good. We're coming along nicely. I mean, not too much further up. I will be coming back in with trees and flowers shortly here. Yeah, okay. I think this might be a little bit of a longer clip than some of the others for showing off the terraforming. There we go. Yeah, that looks nice. And we'll just add a little bit here or here. Curve that up a bit. Yeah, it looks good. That's my opinion, but it looks good. Do some of the boring, grindy stuff. We can get to the nice, fun stuff. This isn't exactly grinding or anything, but I'll admit, yeah, it can be boring. And a little mind-numbing and all that, but I think it can be fun. Do that. Have a little fun with stuff like that. Uh, maybe a little bit along here. Just kind of gentle curving. Oh, we don't want this cobblestone here. I'll fix that in a little bit. Ground over there. And we'll just curve things around a little. Make it look nice. Make it try to look reasonably natural. Let's see. Yeah, we need to curve this a little. There we go. I think that looks good. Maybe we'll slope this a little. There we go. Yeah, that seems to look good. We'll come back in with trees and flowers. Let's see if we can find some trees. Let's get some. We'll do oak, spruce, birch, not jungle, and maybe some cherry. Oh, those out of the way for now. We'll grab flowers. I tend to go for the pink petals from time to time. The other flowers show up on their own usually, and then we'll grab some bone. Now for the fun part. Just mix things up a little and get stuck in the tree. You can see I'm not lighting this area up for a good reason. I want the mobs back here. They're on the other side of that fence. Where the city is all pretty and lit up and looks nice. We're gonna have this dark area back here. But at the same time, the same dark area is gonna have some pretty things to it too, like this tree. Oops. Well, the idea is there. That's not going to grow there. Just because of the cherry grew there. There we go. You're not going to see, I'm making this pretty thick. There's a lot going on. I keep saying that, don't I? No, it's true. And I'm just picking stuff kind of at random. Yeah, you can see I'm just letting it, letting the flowers show up at random. Whatever the bone meal creates, I'm fine with. But the intent is that the trees be very thick. That does look thick, alright. Yes. Good morning. Yep, it's morning in game this time. Well, it seems the videos that I finished this terraforming in have gotten messed up, so we're starting from after the terraforming. As you can see, it's just a gentle little hill. It goes down towards this, well, rinky-dink beach. We finished this up, and we started planting trees over here. So let's continue that this time. The trees wind up being a little more random, but the idea here is to make them thick. Because I don't want anybody seeing the water from the road. I know that sounds odd, but that's where I want it. So let's just pop down here and start planting trees in random spots. Hello, tree. Now, I know these trees normally don't grow in the same biome, but it adds some interesting variety to this forested area, and yeah, it makes them nice and thick. So yeah, well, I did say this is a custom world anyway, so it's fitting that they aren't natural generation for Minecraft itself. Whoops. Floating sand over there. Yeah, that'll despawn soon enough. It'll go away on its own. I gotta put one of these here. That's pretty. Wow. And pretty big. Throw a few of these around. I like having these near the cherry trees, just for fun. Not gonna grow. Okay, fine. Other trees don't like growing near the cherry. Oh, it gave me a stubby tree. Pardon. Yeah, I don't normally like birch. Just something about the pattern on it is awkward to me. But it works well in this forest. Yeah, enjoy your home, pig. Well, okay, that works. Considering the area. Pardon me. But yeah, we're just gonna randomly place trees all the way down there. Make a nice, pardon me again, pretty area. If I really want to be different, I'll just do this. And go, whoop, whack. Whoops, I'm inside the tree. Let me out, tree. Holy smoke, I've never had him do that before. That came in thick. You can't even see the trunk of the thing. What? I had never had it do that to me before. Goodness. There. Yes, now I'm experimenting and having a little nope. That didn't work. Okay, only the dark oaks do that. Maybe I'll pull that sapling out for a little. Oops, wrong button. Maybe I'll pull that sapling out for a bit here. Add a little spice to the area. Thick. Oh, you like tall grass. Here. Yeah, that cherry tree's having a ball over there. You're on my way, Kyle. Hmm. Don't want to grow over here. Yep. Okay, fine. We'll put down grass. Yeah, see? It's just a simple thought process. Nothing will grow there. Podzol. I don't think I have the map on me. No, not that one. No, I don't think I had the map of this area with me. Oh, I take it back. There it is. Yep, you can see the area is starting to fill in and have a nice texture to it. And there's bees even now. Okay, I'll work with that. Just not having it. Alright, fine. A couple donkeys wandering around. Yep. That one came in big and pretty. You can definitely see it on the map. And it's getting into night. Well, that's what I want sometimes. So, yeah, we're just putting in a nice forest, nice thick wooded area. Over here. Sometimes these things will grow up on their own while I'm doing this. Not this time. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, that fills things in nicely. Adds a little color, a little spice. Little interest to the map. Now, okay, if this ever did become a world download or even an adventure map, someone making a map along here would definitely see the water, so the trees wouldn't be effective, but without a map, you wouldn't see the water. Oh, and I've got visitors. Oh, they took out the merchant. Well, good riddance. Well, I hear tale that the merchant's trades are due to improve soon, supposedly. That'll be interesting to find out about. But I'm not here to talk about any upcoming updates. That's other YouTubers do that. Good morning, though it's once again evening in game. Let's pick up our tree planting and ignore these pillagers behind me. Those guys are jerks anyway. I've had them kill me in survival. So they're jerks. Meantime, we'll have some fun. We'll plant some trees, get some flowers in the area. Oh, hello, tree. You decided to come in short, huh? You're not gonna go. Okay. Still too close? Alright, fine. Sometimes it's fun to just see how they grow in. Other times, well, they can be stubborn and not want to grow. Hello, spider. Spider, zombie, skeleton. Oh yeah, lots of stuff shows up. Okay, that's a silly thing. Alright. Hopefully Hijiki here is talking in sync with me. to some degree at least. Good kitty. What mischief can I create with this melee of tree saplings I have available? Not bad. That's a good tree. Let's toss another cherry in the mix. Ooh, there it goes. Wow, that came in big. They're just so pretty. Scatter flowers around. Oh, you like the pretty tree too, don't you, zombie? And I see the merchant has been killed again. Well, right now I don't think anybody would miss him. His trades aren't that great. And don't get me wrong, he can have good trades, but I don't see how I haven't heard very often of anybody really liking him. Most people kill him for the leads and get the leather off the llamas. I tend to not kill the llamas. I've got I've got quite the collection of his llamas. That's survival again. And the focus of this is this world. This is not my survival world, so not the focus of this video. The focus of the video is building this world, making it look nice. Let's see. Right, that's the zoo over here. Fly over my mushroom button territory here. My mushroom enclosure. Oh, that's the frog enclosure that I put a roof on to keep the frogs in. A little birdhouse. Sort of a plains enclosure. Wolves, horses. I think I put a donkey and a mule in there. Some bees. I had to enclose it to keep the bees in, of course. There's the jungle area sticking through the roof. The desert. You can actually see both through this little bit of glass here on the roof. Yeah. And then there's the fish tank. I haven't quite figured out why the dolphins kept dying. Maybe it's because of the coral. I might get rid of the coral later and see if I can get dolphins to survive. I was quite unhappy to discover that they kept dying on me. Back to the trees for now. We're going to plant trees all the way to the edge of this map, which is down, let's see, right about here. Let's put a tree there as a marker. Oh, it's even off the map. Okay, well, we'll put another tree right here then. Let's see if we can, yep, there it is. Maybe we'll just meet this in the middle. Let's have a little fun with it. Yeah, because this is where the terraforming started, really. So we need to build this up a good bit with trees. There goes stuff. Would you stop doing that to me? That's the second time these trees have gotten the better of me. I had one do that in the last video, that really tall one over there. They really love getting the better of me. Not this time, tree. This area look nice and wild and flowery and stuff. Oh, right, too close to the cherry. They really don't like growing near the cherry trees. That's okay. We'll just improvise. Grab some of the varying saplings and just keep going. For a while, I'd just fly around constantly putting out saplings, and whatever grew would grow. I got tired of that. I want to be a little more precise with these. Gives the map some texture. Makes things look nice. At least I think so. And we'll just keep at this till we meet up. And across the road here is that other area we were terraforming. And I may start building something along here. It's a nice little narrow alleyway road there. I think the residential area is pretty well locked in down that way. So this won't be residential anymore. It's going to be more industrial, I think. Maybe. I mean, that's hardly industrial. It's a zoo. But we'll work with what we'll figure something out, I think. If you've got ideas, let me know. I may take them and make use of them. But again, I may not. We'll see. But still, at the end of the day, the goal is that this area just be thick with trees and look good. Right. Cherry tree in the way. Yep, you're gonna grow again. There we go. Nice and thick. Grow here? Yes, you will. Ah, there we go. Yep, that's coming along well. Just keep at this until we get a nice thick forested area along here. There we go. Mix things up a little in the dark. Ooh, that's a big one too. Okay. There. You gonna get the better of me again? No, you're not. Ha ha ha. You were gonna create some puzzle. Well, it's okay. There we go. There we go. Big trees definitely take up a lot of area. Get out of the way, merchant. Oh, the grass stayed. Okay. But you can't bone meal puzzle. Weird. Hmm. That's okay. If I really cared, I could just place grass. It's creative right now. There we go. And you can see we're closing the gap nicely. And we're just creating a nice little forest. Just hopefully good and thick. There we go. Come on. You're not going to try over here then. You're not going to grow because of this flower. Well, flower can go bye-bye then. Nope, you're still not going to grow. How about you? You'll grow. Okay. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of upping and downing here. But it looks like our tree line has met up. And we'll get there. This may be a little bit of a long video, but I think it's working. Grass is in here. They'll let some of these grow on their own. Well, half of them surprise me when they grow on their own. Popping out of nowhere. We'll start bone mealing the place saplings here. See if we get anything good. They are very random, which is nice. I've tried building custom trees. It doesn't always work for me. Oh, there goes one on its own. This one right here came up on its own. Oh yeah, good and thick. Nice layer of trees here. Just to keep things contained outside the fence. That kind of thing. There we go. Just some nice random tree placement to go with the terraforming. And we get a good layer of trees. Along with zombies in the way. This is night again. That's okay. They're just pesky zombies, that's all. Let's see how far we can get with these. You're gonna grow? Here we go. Watching trees pop up out of nowhere. Come on, come on. There we go. Come on. Hopefully these trees will do their job. Nope, you're not gonna grow, are you? Stubborn. That one will. Well, we'll give it a you then. You guys are the top. That's a no. You're gonna grow? Yes, you are. Good and thick. Just the way I want them. Grass is in here. Getting tighter to maneuver, but it's okay. Really just kind of see the thought process. The trees are not exactly planned. They're just kind of placed. You're getting them. Didn't end up inside that one, but these trees love messing with me. Keep your my way. That should do it. We've got a nice clearing in the middle here. Let's have a little fun with it. Ooh, that came in big. There we go. I can't. No? You're not going to do it now? You're going to be stubborn, aren't you? Fine. There. Ah. Ooh, that came in really big. Mmm. Now, if you've been watching these videos, you'll remember that I showed a very big all level 0 map wall. And this map in morning, though it's evening in game again. And I'm on top of a cherry tree because we finished planting our trees. You remember the last time we were planting all these trees along here, and it turned out really pretty, including this monstrosity. This time, I think we're going to work in the city itself. Maybe work on this road, because this map that I have in my offhand needs work. And we may even build something here. I don't know. But let's go see if we can find the building materials I usually use for the road. And to help with that, I have a team of friends. All the way back here. Yeah, I know. They have silly names, but they do their jobs well. Let's grab Rhodey. Rhodey, you don't have your stuff. Did I put everything in the ender chest? I probably did. Probably for convenience sake. Yep. Okay, there's the road stuff. Now, oh well. That. With all this stuff over one. Sorry guys, you'll have to stay here. Doing this pattern was tricky, but doable. Fly all the way back onto this map. Let's see. Okay, I did put that in. And this is a one-way road, so it doesn't matter. Cover this up. Not there. There. Keeping in mind that we don't want mobs in the city itself. At least not the hostile ones. Now, the pattern for the road is not that difficult. I believe, if I remember correctly, it's 21 wide. And this should be 5 in between. So 1, 2, 3, 4, yep, 5. And then we have this little line here, so we skip 1. Do 1, 2, 3, skip 1, 2, 3. Yeah, boring, but looks good. Actually, it's less boring when I have to pull out the carpet. Keeps things a little more interesting. And looks like this area is a little bit of tweaking here. Cover up this glowstone. Kind of ugly. There we go. We don't want the glowstone around. Don't want it to be seen. There we go. Now we're going to take this. No glowstone will be seen here when all is said and done anyway. Let's do some of the yellow line to help it catch up. So as you can see on the map here, this is looking pretty good. It's starting to look like a road. So we're going to start building here. And to just make this nice and quick, because it's a solid line, we'll break out a bunch of this gray concrete. Now, if you got ideas for improving this road, let me know. I know roads are not this perfectly smooth unless they're new, but the way this road has turned out, I'm happy with it, but I know there's room for improvement. It's like pretty much everything in this world. I'm happy with it, but I know there's room for improvement. We'll just continue our little pattern here. Yeah, this will look pretty good. Go back and pull out the gray carpet. See if we can't make this look a little less conspicuous. This looks pretty good. I know the road could probably use some texture. Maybe I'll scatter some carpet around. Nah, it doesn't look so good. A long time ago when I actually put in the gray concrete here, I layered it up. So there's gray concrete under the gray concrete. So if I wanted to change the elevation of this, I could. Just tweak it that way by building more layers on top. But you can see it's starting to look like a road. It's starting to look nice. And not fall off it. Except when I want to. Now, okay, on the map, you don't really see the elevation changes too much, but they're there. Let's see. There's a lot of good stuff going on in this city. We're definitely going to be getting into things. A lot of things to be had. And we'll end it here with the road almost built on this particular map. And maybe when we're done building this particular section of road, we'll start in over there and see what we can come up with to build in that area. What do you think would go nice next to a zoo? Maybe a park? Good morning, and it's, okay, afternoon in game. Let's continue where we left off. We're building this road. And it's looking pretty good. Oh, there we go. And we're going to finish off this section of map as far as the road is concerned. And maybe try to build something over there. I was thinking maybe a park. It's a possibility. And we're just going to keep talking it out and see if we can't come up with ideas. Park is a good thought. Maybe a construction site would work. Though I'm not very good with vehicle builds. I'd have to find a video or something. The few cars that are at the very other end of this road were from a video. So I think we're officially off. Yeah, we're off the map here. So let's go back, fill things in. Gray carpet here. And we'll just fill in this road and see what we come up with as far as ideas are concerned. Oops, that needs to be filled in. There we go. That should look a lot nicer. That was a little bit of an oops, but fixable. We'll just keep fixing the problems as they appear. There's another one. There we go. This will smooth it out just a little. Maybe I'll do that up here really quick. This looks really nice. Oops. You. That's much better. Oh yeah. Grab the great carpet. And work my way back down. Yellow line. And to represent kind of the double yellow line for normal roads, but it's Minecraft, so doing a double yellow line would just mean having a gray block in between, and that would just widen the road a lot, because look at how wide that gets. So we're doing a single yellow line to make it look like, and calling it a double yellow. It's Minecraft, so can pretend all we want. There we go, we are off the map. Now we'll just finish out that last white line, dotted white line, and we'll have a complete road here. Now, okay, I admit it, this would be an enormous city block, and it's going to get broken up. It's going to get broken up. There's no way I'm going to do a city block this big. So, things are going to change, but not right now. They'll just change as needed. That was 3. So we'll get there when we get there, but there's going to be a lot of fun things going on in this city. I hope it's enjoyable. A lot of stories to be had, too. There we go. Road's officially off the map. And we'll just toss this stuff up here for now. We've done some terraforming over here. Let's see. I've got a little bit of a sidewalk going on over here. Looks like this was going to be a narrow city block. Maybe we'll have a little fun and do kind of a curved one. I haven't really done any curved roads. So let's see here. You, 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 and maybe even you. Obviously, this was going to be the end of it, I think. Do that. And again, maybe not. We'll have a little fun with this. Let this go a little further along. Turning it off. I think we'll end here. We're going to be tweaking and tinkering and trying to get things to work here. The terrain is definitely going to present its fair share of challenges, as you can see with the sidewalk there. But yeah, I'm hoping we can make this look really nice. We'll end here. Good morning, though it's evening in game again. Actually, it's around midnight. Let's get back to building up. Oops, wrong thing. There we go. Let's get back to building up this sidewalk. We were going to try and figure out what to build here. Now, part of me wants to do maybe a construction site, but to do that, we need to set up borders. And I'm thinking about doing a curved city, curved road. One that kind of slopes gently over to maybe the upper part of this hill here somewhere. And we just curve off like around here. Maybe we can make it meet up. Let's try that. See if we can't make it curve over. Make an interesting shaped area. And you can see this is going to present its share of problems and interesting challenges. If anyone's curious, these are end stone bricks. Yeah, end stone brick slab. So let's see if we can make things unusual. I'm definitely not on this current map. Let's see, do I have the map for this area? Not that one. That's the one we were working on. Oh, I have part of it. That's something. Oh, it's the part over there by the zoo. Okay. Well, we'll see if we can keep this curve going. We may have to go fetch other maps. Okay, we're starting to get onto this map. Any Minecrafter will tell you circles are hard to do. Curves are hard to do. So trying to curve this to meet up is a neat trick. And it doesn't look like it's going to meet. It's going to miss. Unless I pull a little trick like that. Okay, it's not the most beautiful curve around. It's kind of messy. Let's see if I can adjust that. We can tinker, tweak, adjust, make it look a little prettier. We just might have a nice curved road on our hands here. It's a little odd in places, but we're getting there. This one's off. There we go. Definitely pays to just get kind of a rough setup going and then tweak it. The sidewalk is 4 of these stone bricks. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll just keep going. And hopefully we'll have a nice curved sidewalk. Really work with this area. That just felt weird. Let's see here. Not the most exciting things around so far, I know. But we're gonna get there. And hopefully soon we'll have this area fully fleshed out for building. But I think we'll end here today.